I've been on holiday in Norway for a couple of weeks, which gave me a lot of time to think about the choices that I've made the last months or so, but actually the last years, because um, as you might have seen on the internet, I quit as a professional archer, so I am not active on the international scene anymore. Um, First off, that doesn't mean that I will not be an archer anymore. I will still continue to shoot because I love it too much, but um, it does mean that I won't shoot any World Cups anymore, any World Championships, anything like that. Um, and I felt the need to make a video about that to explain to you guys why I quit and to give you some reasoning behind it. So, um, as I've also mentioned in the past, as some of you might have read about already, I struggle with massive headaches. So there's times where I can just basically not do anything for a couple days because the headaches that I have are too intense. So I cannot really shoot or train or do whatever. And in the past, when I was still a professional archer, that bugged me because then I couldn't train as much as my competitors. But also, it just hurts. I mean, it's physically and mentally, it takes a toll on a human. So for me, that was one of the biggest reasons for me to quit. Because one of the reasons I got the headaches was the constant pressure to perform. And the pressure to perform has gone away now, and with that, some of the headaches have gone away. So it hasn't gone away completely. I still have an appointment in a couple of weeks with a doctor and a physiotherapist to see what they can do or what has changed now that I don't shoot as intensely anymore, shoot as many arrows or as heavy a bow. See if anything has changed physically, and if we can do anything in the future to prevent the headaches from coming back in such an intense manner. So basically, headaches, pressure to perform, the main two reasons for me to stop shooting professionally. Also, the fact that I just don't or didn't have any free time. I couldn't just go away on holiday without feeling conscious about the fact that I'm not shooting, feeling nervous about the fact that my competitors might be shooting and they might be training and they might be out training me. I've been on a holiday for 2 weeks now, and not at a single point have I thought, oh, I wish I could be training right now because the rest might. And nothing like that. I've just sincerely been enjoying the peace and quiet, and that's a very welcome change. It's also just it's sometimes just time to go to the next chapter in your life, I feel, and that's very, very corny, very cheesy, but I haven't finished my studies because I at a very young age stepped into the international circuit, and for me it was not doable to combine studies and shooting, so it was very difficult the last couple of years, growing older and knowing that I don't have anything on paper, I don't have any skills or whatever that I can show and put on my CV. So it's also just the right time, I feel, to develop myself, like occupation-wise. So I can learn new skills. I can get up to speed with some studies, or I get the room and the time to do that now. So I didn't have that before. Also physically, I feel physically I've been doing this professional thing for about 10 years now, and I feel that I recover slower than I did when I was younger. After a long training, I feel that my shoulders get a bit stiff when I'm sitting at home in the evenings. I feel that my fingers hurt more. So there's a lot of factors there where I wanted to still make the choice myself to say this is enough, and not leave it up to my body, not leave it up to my body saying it's enough, you cannot really shoot anymore, also not in the future, because I love archery too much to sacrifice everything, to sacrifice shooting for fun in the future just so that I can get an extra medal or two. So yeah, it's also just the fact that I want to prolong my archery career as a recreational archer. I just want to keep shooting and I want to keep having fun. And I feel like if I would have gone further with the professional part of archery, I might have physically just broken down at an age where I wasn't ready to be done with shooting already. Also, just the fact that I have never considered myself a competition shooter. I've always considered myself somebody who goes to competitions and tries to enjoy himself as much as possible. And if I enjoy myself, I typically get a good result. Um, that's basically been how I work, and how I've always worked. I try to find the fun for myself and not rely on results purely, but also just enjoy the sport. And yeah, in the last couple of years, I've noticed that the joy in the sport for me going to competitions has gotten less and less. The main reason for me to enjoy competition still was to hang out with the other archers and to have fun shooting. But it's not a requirement anymore to do that at a high level. Um, I feel like I can also do that at a recreational level and do other stuff in life as well that I really enjoy doing. So, and that I didn't get the chance to do before because I didn't have the time for it. Um, and then besides time, also I would like to do more sports. I would like to dabble in maybe bouldering, like climbing, or go to a tennis court and see if I can hit a ball there. And previously, I've always been a bit scared to do that because if I do something weird with tennis or with climbing and I mess up my shoulder, that would have been my income gone. So now I can do that stuff without having to worry about the fact that I might get injured. Obviously, I don't want to get injured, but it's an easier choice now. I don't have to stress as much about it. So yeah, that's just a small list of reasons, I would say, for me to quit as a professional archer. I keep emphasizing the professional part because I am seriously not done with archery. I'm not done with shooting arrows myself. It's not just that I want to roll in the world of archery, but I also just want to keep shooting because that's what I've always loved to do. And uh, especially these last 2 weeks where I didn't have the possibility to shoot some arrows, that's when my hands really started itching. So yeah, I'm really keen to get out and set up a bow again when I get back, which will be in 1.5 weeks or so. Um, and that really excites me. I'm really looking forward to shooting some arrows again. So um, I just don't feel that itch per se for shooting a competition. I think I'll have just as much fun shooting with friends at a practice range. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do the next, I don't know how long. And obviously, I can never promise not to get back to the international circuit, but for now, there's no urge whatsoever to get back to the professional shooting. And yeah, it's not like I've not enjoyed it. I mean, I've met great people through the world of archery. I've really built a life for myself through shooting arrows, which is ridiculous to say out loud, but it's true as well. And yeah, I cannot stress enough how much I've enjoyed the journey. But yeah, it's just time. It was time for me to yeah, put an end to it and to really enjoy other things, but also enjoy archery again. So uh, yeah, I couldn't be thankful enough for all the people who've helped me in my career. I can also not be thankful enough to archery for all of the beautiful places that I've seen in the world. I've been basically in all the corners of the world and seen different things, learned about different cultures, stuff that you don't really get taught in schools. So definitely I've gotten some life experience through archery that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise. So uh, yeah, there is also a lot of positive sides, and I'm blessed enough to call myself a world champion indoors. Albeit it's not as prestigious as an Olympic champion or or a world champion outdoors, but it's still an achievement that I'm immensely proud of. I've won a World Cup. Like there's things to look back on where I feel like I've helped put archery on the map in the Netherlands and in my region as well. So yeah, there's definitely stuff that I'm proud of, and that I'm happy that I did. There's a lot of things that I've learned as well through archery. I've learned technical things that I wouldn't have learned in school, but also how important it is to set goals for yourself and to pursue them, and how hard work can really pay off, and can get you to a place where you can find happiness. So I'm really grateful for all the years that I spent as a professional archer, but I'm also looking forward to the next chapter in this book called Life. So yeah, again, it's really corny, it's really cheesy, but yeah, I think it was also just the right time for me to step out, and to see if I can get into something else, with the same passion that I've always had for archery. But making this choice, making this decision, I hope it will also give me more time to really enjoy archery in the different aspects of it, different disciplines, see it from an outside perspective as well, and give you guys an inside perspective. And I hope that this will get me some more time to make these videos as well. So yeah, it's not all negative. There's definitely some positives here. And yeah, I look forward to making more of these videos, and more fun videos as well. This was more like a monologue than a video, but yeah, I hope that this explains some. And if you have different questions about why or how or what, leave it in the comments down below, and I'll try to answer them as promptly as possible. So thank you for watching this. I hope it answered some questions, and see you in the next video.